me Midlothian.
Midlothian, this is Frank from WrenchNation.
Yes.
He flew in from Arizona.
Yeah, I'm cold out here.
And he was having a meeting in town, and I said, hey, Frank, can you come out here and talk to our people? Tell us what's going on.
The way the introduction went was like, well, I saw this guy walking on the street, and he seemed like he was hungry, and I needed to give him something. But in all seriously, man, give me a hug, man. I'm grateful. You guys, I'm grateful to be here. And in fact, I love Texas. Texas is an amazing town. We were actually in Austin not too long ago, and I was out here for an industry event, and I said, man, I got to see Mr. Buckley out here in Midlothian. So I want to thank you for having me. This is awesome on a Saturday.
A Saturday.
Yeah.
Frank, I thank you for taking your time on a Saturday to come visit with some of our folks here and
yes,
let them hear what WrenchNation is all about and what's going on with WrenchNation.
Well, I'll tell you, before we dive into WrenchNation, all right, and we got folks chiming in. We're going to have some automotive industry folks seeing this video. And what I enjoy is visiting and telling the story of our industry. I'm a shop garage owner. You know, we have Desert Car Care out in Chandler, and if you guys are ever in Chandler, come and see me.
That's right there by Phoenix.
Absolutely. So I'm out here doing an industry event, and while I travel, I always make it my business to visit with other great shop owners, and I'm impressed. This operation is nostalgic. I'm thinking, if he goes out of business, this would easily be a $10 per museum to see all this stuff. So WrenchNation is really about telling the story. You know, we have the radio show, and we do some video aspects that travel in the country, and right now it's really Arizona, but the WrenchNation show is just a format to highlight our industry, the great beauty in our industry, and once in a while we'll go after some of the characters that perhaps shouldn't be even in the industry. We won't get into that.
Well, but the other day you went out to, was that an old train station or?
Yeah, so that's a piece we're working on. We visited with the old Pueblo trolley, and what was really cool about that is they were storing old buses and old trolleys, and you know, in Tucson, you know, that's a lot of those old spaghetti westerns were filmed down there. It was just an honor to be out there and tell that story, and so that's a work in progress. WrenchNation.tv is where we kind of hang up all of our shows, our radio stuff, and have a good time. And Jeff, you called in,
and that's on the radio station, and that was the Pulse
88.7 the Pulse, but you guys can get on to the WrenchNation.tv and see some of the old stuff that we've got. We post up stuff every week, and really it's just a forum to have fun. We have garage owners from across the country, other individuals in the industry that just come on, and you know, we wanted to make a format that was fun, it was empowering, and allowed us to tell our stories. Because like, look at your story, man, this is amazing out here. I mean, seriously, people, Midlothian, I think not only you got the best ranch up in here, but drop the guy a couple bucks, because this is like a museum here. There's all kinds of, and let me ask you, you got a lot of good stuff, and definitely one of my favorites, and this is awesome, is you got family.
Family.
Right? Family up here, you got history of all that, but you've got quite a few signed pictures and stuff. Tell me, your recent experience with maybe, I don't want to say a NASCAR legend, but what was a highlight of one of your recent autographs?
Well, I can't really think of just a highlight that stands out a whole lot other than John Force. John Force,
and he's approachable.
Is just
he's genuine,
down to earth, nicest guy that you could ever meet. You know, he'll sit there. If you want to talk shop, he'll listen to you.
Right.
If you want him to sign 3 pictures, he'll sign them.
Yeah.
If you want a picture, he'll do it with you. And just the nicest guy. And, and we've met Chip Foose, and Chip Foose is a real down-to-earth guy that actually works on stuff. And just, you know, he's not rushed. He'll stop and talk to you.
Right.
And so
well, he's an architect of amazing design. What he does to
from his mind to the paper,
he's like
to
the
vehicle.
Frankenstein Dracula of architect and design. I mean, the guy does come up with some pretty amazing designs.
Man, you got to throw like Leonardo da Vinci in there too,
yeah.
or somebody.
Oh yeah, he's an art. Are you kidding me? But the thing about it is, you mentioned something, and I think we're both grateful for this. Is our industry? It's not just about the race car legends and sort of designers, but it is guys like you and I, man. That if you needed help, we have a brethren with our sisters. We help each other out. And there's a lot of challenges to run in a garage.
There is, and just like this technology that we're doing right here today, on doing a live feed, doing video, I was starting to do it. I'm in an alumni group with Frank, and I saw what he was doing, and I reached out to Frank and sent him a little note, and Frank sent me his number and said, call me.
Yeah, but wait a minute, wait, stop, because there was some irony right here. We have a good mutual friend, Mr. Greg Buckley, and Greg Buckley, if you're hanging watching this replay, you rock. But we got Greg Buckley out in Delaware, and we got Mr. Jeff Buckley out in Midlothian. These guys don't know it, but I bought a DNA sample. I'm going to prove that you guys are connected some way other than just the Buckley name. So. But that's what I'm talking about with the advent of social media. And really, when we talk about Wrench Nation, it's really just kind of bringing in that element of social media back to radio. So many of us kind of only know us on social media. I mean, we researched each other and so on, but we're sharing to make each other better.
Yeah.
And when we can make each other better, that individual walking in our door, they're going to get the best service experience.
And just like... you're real big in the community. You go out and you shared about the trolley cars. You donate a car to a single lady. Y'all do a lot of work in the community. The TV stations come and interview you as an expert, finding out.
Well, I don't like the word expert.
Well,
you know how
you had on them high heel shoes to
well,
show
you
the
gotta,
differences and shocks and
and
so when that goes out and you reach the community, that's what we're trying here as my father's shop is Howdy Midlothian. We're trying to reach out and share some of the stuff here that goes on in our community.
You know, the way I look at it too is some of this is heavy lifting, which means that it takes a little bit of work. And what you've done, and I give you kudos, man, is you've introduced a whole world of community to this forum, and you've said, hey, you know what? I'll create this. I want to share this. Let's tell your story. And you've done that well. So Midlothian, you need to get on the show here. What is Howdy Midlothian? Is that what we're... So I
go under Jeff Buckley on my Facebook,
yeah,
and you'll see it. And then we share it. We call the forum on Fridays Howdy Midlothian because we're reaching out to the community. And
wait a minute, who needs TV? We got live streaming right here. But seriously, folks, I mean that's what community. If we went back 100 years before technology, if you were the guy in the street selling feed, if you were the guy iron maker, you guys we all connected. We helped each other out. So this is Howdy Midlothian and the things that you've been doing. Now listen, don't get all Oprah-like on us, okay? If Oprah starts calling, then look out. Look out,
wait
right?
a minute, where's a book I can recommend?
But I just wanted to recognize that because, you know, we do some of our live streaming, and I think it's really important. It's really not just about me, right? Or you. It's about us, you know, and as a community, there's a lot of power when we can bring ourselves together. Look, we all have a story to tell, and that's what this is all about. And as I said earlier, you've done an amazing job.
Well, thank you.
You've done an amazing job, and so I have to sell this, Midlothians, that you need to get on here to Mr. Buckley because he is gonna spread the word. But that's what it's about. It's community, and you know, TV can be expensive. You know, radio can be expensive, and so here's a live streaming format. Here we are, hey, the ceiling can fall on us right now. We're still going to live stream, people.
Frank can pick up that flashlight and
I tell you what, you come down to Mr. Buckley's place, you got all kinds of, he's got a little disco right here. Look at this. Well, I want to see the fast one here. Look at that. All right, let's see. There you go. So, but I think it's a great way. It's a lot of fun. And, you know, part of what we do on Wrench Nation is, you know, we're going to talk automotive tips and car care and stuff. And we have a ton of guests. We had Kathy Droz with her Certified. She has a wonderful book. You know, she's empowering females, not only in the new car arena about how to buy a car and that whole process, but she's talking about the automotive side from wrenching. Let's face it, there's, you know, it's tough. We all want to throw up in our mouth. Oh, God, we got to see the mechanic, and here he is. He's going to ask for all this money.
Try to take advantage of it.
Yeah, so, you know, the show is really designed not only for a fellow like yourself, and we talked about Greg Buckley out in Delaware, to sort of share their wares and the goodness that they're doing in their community, but really to educate and empower the consumer. And that's at the heart of what we really are doing, you know.
And there's a lot of other ones out there. Of course, I've got to say shout out to Greg Buckley, and he'll probably watch this video, and then in about 2 hours he'll have you on a plane out there so that I can't outdo Greg Buckley.
Well,
and,
there's a tradition that we have on Wrench Nation.
Okay.
And I just want to let you know, because I know I'm about ready to Texas Roadhouse here in a few minutes. And I just want to tell you, man, I'm very grateful to finally have met you. And I have all the admiration for not just the automotive arena, but what you're doing in your community. And I want to thank everyone out there, all you Midlothians. Did you have a nickname out here for the Midlothians?
No, just
not the Middies or
no, because it's actually a Scottish name, and there was a High Lothian, a Low Lothian, and there was a Mid Lothian.
Mid, I would like Mid.
Mid
in
keeps Scotland,
it.
And when the railroad workers were building the deal, they said, you know, this area reminds us of Mid Lothian, and the name stuck.
That's the history.
Mid-Lothian.
There you have it. And then Jeff Buckley came about. Well, Jeff, I want to give you this T-shirt. Show everybody. We got a Wrench Nation T-shirt.
This is not a giveaway. I get to keep this one.
He keeps this one. And
then on the back, what you got?
Well,
there?
this is the station. You know, we have the podcast on iTunes, people, but we do run out of the Pulse 88.7.
And you have to put The Pulse. You put 88.7 The Pulse.
Or you just go on to WrenchNation.tv or iTunes Wrench Nation. You know, we're talking about car care. But, man, give me a hug, brother. This shirt is for you, man. And I got to tell you, I just am grateful to be out here. And you've been doing this for many years. We probably have a few other shop owners listening to this across the country. If you could give a golden nugget, and I'm putting you on the spot, what is something that you do day in and day out amongst all the challenges, because we all have challenges, that you keep near and dear to your heart, that keeps you cracking that garage bay door open and welcoming business in your place, the friendships and the relationships? What keeps you going?
Well, you know, there's several things that we try to do, and we try to do, you know, we try to educate our customers. So, like Frank said, there's a lot of shops around the town, there's a lot of shops around the nation, and there's a lot of them that do excellent deals. Look here, we got somebody calling him on the phone from Greg Buckley.
This is my wife. I have to. Honey, we're on national TV. We can't talk. We are live streaming national, and we understand that one of the electorates is supposed to be paying a visit. Can you call me back, please? We got the town of Midlothian here. Can I call? What? Okay, I'll call you later. And just so you know, my wife was like, "What?" But seriously, I mean,
but we try to educate our customers, and then that's what encourages me when I have a customer come in, and we can tell them a little bit about their vehicle, how to make their vehicles last a little bit longer, because folks, you know, I know these cars and trucks cost a lot of money.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to be on the show. Hang on a second. We are actually live streaming with Mr. Jeff Buckley, Midlothian. Would you like to say hi? Hang on a second. We're going to put it on speakerphone. We got technology here. Say hello to the peoples.
Now she's not going to...
Hello? Hello? Well, she got a little shy on us here. So continue on. I do apologize.
And so when my customers come in and I can educate and I can share with them, I can make them a little bit smarter about their cars and how to take care of them.